Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Zishan. Energy sector, whether in the form of oil, natural gas or electricity, always plays a vital role in the development of any country. And especially in a country like Pakistan, its importance can never be ignored in this modern era. So in the same context, this video is all about the power generation sector of Pakistan with the discussion on the following agenda items: power generation mix of Pakistan, overview of the highlights of the power sector in 2022, indicative generation capacity expansion plan, and the targets to be achieved in this generation capacity expansion plan from the year 2022 to 2031. Let's start our discussion with the understanding of the word power generation mix. Actually, different types of fuels and technologies are being used to generate electricity. So the word power generation mix represents the combination of different fuels and technologies to generate electricity. Let's have a review of the power generation mix of Pakistan. This data has been sourced from the State of Industry report as published by National Electric Power and Regulatory Authority in the year 2022. This is the pie chart that shows the power generation mix. Chart shows a major contribution of 39% from RLNG and oil-based power plants. 17% is contributed by the coal technology covering the imported and local coal. 28% electricity power generation of Pakistan is shared by the hydroelectric power plants. 7% from the nuclear systems, and the remaining percentage is shared by the wind, solar, bagasse and other systems, etc. This data clearly shows that the electricity generation of Pakistan is dominated by thermal fuels. Among RFO, HSD, coal and RLNG fuels, RLNG based power plants including Bhikki, Baloki and Haveli Bahadur Shah are one of the most efficient plants of Pakistan. Their efficiency ranges around 61%. Because of shortage of RLNG in year 2022, electricity generation from these efficient power plants was not sufficient. So in order to meet the demand of the country, expensive power plants were forced to operate, which has a cost impact of around 19,000 million rupees. Let's recap the increase in the fuel prices during the last 1 year. RLNG prices have been increased up to 57% from July 2021 to June 2022. Which has impacted the increase in the cost of generation from Rs 12 per kilowatt hour to 24 per kilowatt hour. Right now, there is a downward trend in the RLNG prices. Similarly, the prices of imported coal have also been increased up to 130%, which has resulted in the increase in cost of generation from 10 rupees per kilowatt hour to 29 rupees per kilowatt hour. Whereas the cost of generation on Local Thar Coal is still around 7 to 9 rupees per kilowatt hour. So in short, the dependence on imported fuel has hindered the generation capability of thermal power plants because of the following reasons: lack of firm fuel supply agreements, delay in arranging fuels and managing fuel supply chains, unusual increase in fuel cost and involvement of foreign exchange, etc. Whenever we talk about power generation management and planning, the impact of climate change can never be ignored at any cost, including weather shifts, increase in temperature and prolonged heat waves. Change in precipitation patterns has impacted the power generation sector of Pakistan in two ways: increase in the electricity demand, and secondly, the reduction in the power generation from the hydroelectric power plants, which holds a major share in the power generation mix. Demand of electricity is been increasing by every passing day. According to the statistical data of Pakistan Economic Survey in the year 2022, electricity demand has been increased up to 64% from the year 2013 to 2022, and it will further be increased by 45% by the year 2031. Apart from increasing the load demand of the country, another very important factor to be considered at this stage is that tentatively around 8,000 megawatt generation capacity would be retired from the system. So an additional load of 8000 MW would be created by these retired plants. These 8000 megawatts would not be shed at one go. It would be shed from the systems in regular steps, and in parallel, equivalent generation would be added up in the system to cover the gap by the retirement of these plants. In view of all the discussion so far, let's review the salient features of Indicative Generation Capacity Expansion Plan. In September 2022, under National Grid Policy and Grid Code, a panel of the Board of Directors of NTDC have approved the draft of Indicative Generation Capacity Expansion Plan, with the following targets set as under. Minimum dependence on imported fuel like coal, RLNG and oil. Increase in the share of renewables in the power generation mix of Pakistan, including solar, hydel and wind. Increase in the energy security means the availability of uninterrupted and affordable energy to the people of Pakistan, and overall reduction in the power generation cost. So, in a nutshell, the plants to be added up in this capacity expansion plan will be based on Thar coal, wind, solar and hydel systems. Addition of these technologies will support in optimizing the cost of generation with increase in the share of local coal and renewables and availability of affordable and sustainable energy to the people of Pakistan. This was the brief summary covering the information about power sector of Pakistan and the upcoming capacity expansion plan. That is all about today's video. So keep connected, and with this, Zishan signing off. Thank you.